Today we're going to talk about X-Men powers.
Gee, Ginny, why are we going to talk about X-Men powers?
That's an excellent question, Dana. I just watched X-Men First Class like a million years later than it came out, and I liked it. Dana didn't really like it.
I refuse to acknowledge that it's a movie, but that's a whole separate issue.
Didn't really like it. It's a little bit of an understatement. One thing that Dana super hated about it that I also kind of found frustrating was
silly X-Men powers.
Obviously Magneto and Professor X and Mystique, you know, they're awesome because those are the main characters. You know the guy that can channel energy, I can't remember his name, but he was played by that guy that has a weird face. He can like funnel all of his energy, like take energy in and then funnel it elsewhere. All they have to do is wait until Havoc swings one of his weird red energy orbs at him, and then he like sucks it up, and then he just puts it into Darwin's mouth, and Darwin's like, oh, and then he just like, don't even get me started on Angel, the stripper butterfly girl, who I feel like was just cast to be like a hot
stripper butterfly girl.
Yeah. I heard from Miranda Baccarin at her Q&A at Starfest a couple years ago that she auditioned for that role and was sad that she didn't get it, and I watched it and I was like, I'm not sad you didn't get that role because you've played a way classier sex object. But you come out of an X-Men movie and you're like, what would your X-Men power be? Like, oh, it'd be something awesome.
Everybody's answer is always badass. They're like, I want flight, or I want to be psychic, or I want bacon to shoot out of my fingertips.
That's a really good one. I know. There's a lot of mutants out there. A lot. And some of them are like Hank and they just have stupid feet. Chances are that if Dana or I had X-Men powers, they would probably be lame. Probably things you're already good at would end up being your X-Men powers.
I can smell things from very far away.
That's true. Dana has a pregnant nose, we call it, and it's where she can always smell everything. She'll walk into someone's house and be like, you cleaned your bathroom today. That's Dana.
I can smell the cleaner from the stairwell.
You can be the nose.
The nose. The schnoz.
Like,
can I be the schnoz?
The enemy's coming. The schnoz. Okay, decided.
The schnoz.
You're the schnoz.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna own it. Oh, you can quote everything. I'm pretty sure that when she walked out of X-Men, she could quote the entire script back to you.
It's a useless skill. It would be cool if it were like a memory-oriented power, but it totally wouldn't be because I have an awful memory in all other ways. I can come out of a movie and be like, remember that scene where they were like this and that and whatever and the other thing? But then I come out of like a history class and they're like, remember how we just talked about the
French
entire
Revolution?
French Revolution? Do you know what year that was? And I'd be like, starts with a 1? 16?
Good.
14? 12? Okay, so if you got to pick your own superhero power and it were totally badass instead of being the schnoz, no offense, what would you pick?
I actually don't know. I feel like I had this discussion several times in high school. Some sort of arbitrary singing name like Sirena or something really dumb. It was like a sonic boom screech thing. Probably
If I got to pick my power, it would be some sort of illusion power. I'm not gonna act like I haven't thought about this. I've thought about this very clearly. My name would be Vision, and it would have a Y instead of the first I, so it'd be like Vision. I can't pronounce it with a Y, but that's how it would look. It would look cool. I could make illusions that would have sound or like touch or anything, but it would be much more difficult, and probably if I did it too much, every superhero has to have a weakness, right? So I feel like I would probably get like brain hemorrhages like in that Stephen King book about the pyrokinetic girl.
Firestarter?
Is that what it's called? I wanted to say that, but I was like, that's probably not what it's called. The dad, whenever he does with this super hardcore telekinetic stuff, just ends up getting these like minor brain hemorrhages, and he gets like nosebleeds and headaches and stuff, and then eventually he dies.
That's awful.
That would be cool though, wouldn't it? Not the dying. The illusion.
I'm gonna stick with smell-o-vision. Make sure to tell us in the comments what you think your X-Men power would be, whether it's the one that you think you would actually have based on who you are, or what you would create for yourself if you could. Go X-Men.